Hey everybody, welcome back. This video is on a trade that I took today, GBTC. So GBTC is a stock, over-the-counter stock actually. It's a stock, but it moves with the crypto market and pretty much Bitcoin. So, a lot of people don't know you can trade. There are stocks that move with the cryptocurrency market, and you can trade them just as you can trade cryptocurrency. So, I prefer to trade stocks. So if I see the cryptocurrency market's gonna, maybe take a nice move up or dip down pretty good, I'll pay attention and trade the stock during the day. So here's here's the stock, right? So you can see, this used to be at $12 and then it ran all the way up to $58 and pretty much topped out because Bitcoin's been going around like 60,000, 50,000. And then in a downtrend. So the last few days here, you can see a big drop. And then today, when we opened up, each one of these candles here, these little things that look like bars, represent one day, right? So today, when we opened up, yesterday was a red day, so we ended, in the negative. We opened up all the way down here. So the way these candlestick bars work are where that line is, about the 28.77, that's where the stock opened up, that's where the price opened up. At one time it got down to here, that little wick, so it got down to there, but it didn't stay there, right? And then it closed here, right at the 32.55 area. But at one time during the day, it got to the top of that wick right there. So I want to tell you the reason on why I got into the trade and why I had a target to get out. Didn't hit all the way. It was pretty close, just like my previous trade the other day, 2 cents. And then, that can mean thousands of dollars. So, it's something you got to think about. And as a trader, it messes with your mind because, you want to keep the same set of rules all the time. So you're always doing the same thing, but you're always going to look back and be like, oh, I could have, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So this was a daily chart. So this is a long time, all this right here. But take a look at the candles, though. Like, the bigger the candle, the bigger the move. So this candle right here, this white one, that's a pretty big move, right? So you're going from 34 to 39. So it's a $5 move on a $40 stock. That's more than 10%. That's significant. So if you get in one of these days where the candle's huge and you're correct, you're going to make some nice money. These little candle days, it's just choppy stuff back and forth, consolidation, not real meaningful. So this day here, big candle, right? We have 27.79 to 34. So yeah, almost about like seven points. So this is one of the biggest candles in this chart, and that's why I got into the trade, because when the market opened up, this thing dropped down so far and opened up so low that I was surprised that it opened up that low. But hey, kind of a gift, I guess, right? And look too, right? So I always look at the volume. So here's the volume on these days here, and remember the gray is post-market and pre-market. So we were selling off all the way up until yesterday, and then this morning, look, here's the post-market. So you had this big drop after the stock market closed, and then a big drop going into 8 p.m. Then when we opened up pre-market the next day, which opens up at 4 a.m., huge drop all the way down to here because the cryptocurrency market was dropping. See, the cryptocurrency market is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so it's always trading. So if you have GBTC or any kind of stock that moves with the crypto market, you don't have the control to sell it or buy at any time. You have to wait until the market's open. And some brokers will let you trade at 4, some at 7, some at 8. Robinhood 9:30 or 9, whatever it is. Stay away from Robinhood. So yeah, so we had this big drop, and I'll show you why I got into this trade. And real quick though, before, look at all this volume. So this is a lot of volume, and when you see a lot of volume after a big drop, and then the price action is going up, so the price is rising, people are buying in. And this is much more than ordinary volume than there usually is. Look at all these days. Like, it doesn't even match up. So volume always makes me feel really comfortable to get into a trade and also to sell and get out when it's dropping. And if it's steady, I'm staying. All right, so we'll go to the 1 minute chart for one day. So here it is. Okay, so you can see this is where it closed yesterday. Dropped in the post-market, dropped in the pre-market, try to go back up. And I'm watching Bitcoin while all this is happening, because it will move not all the time exactly like it, but pretty similar. And this huge drop, like, it was just a panic selling. So as soon as the market opened up, I think this one here, I took the first trade because I wanted to wait like 15 minutes, and this is 15 minutes right here, this little time interval. And just to make sure the volume stayed steady, because the first 15 minutes anything can really happen. So I don't like to take a position right out of the gate if I'm not 100 or 95% sure I know what's going on. So anyway, I took the first position. I bought 300 shares, $29.90, and then it kind of confirmed that it was still going to hold up after it dropped down. So when it got back up to $30.01, I bought another 827, and then I bought another 373 at $30.10. And then the day went on, had a little drop, didn't hit my stop loss, so really wasn't that worried about it. And I knew I was going to get in and out of this trade on this day, because in all actuality, you could have taken a longer term position, because this is a great buying opportunity if you're a long-term investor, because you want to buy on the days where you have big drops and it's red and everybody's selling because they're panicking. You want to be calm. You want to have the cash in your account to purchase the shares, let it sit, because most likely going to go back up. You don't want to be buying when things are going up. You want to be buying when things are going down. All right, so we got full position here. I think it was 2,000 shares, right? Yeah, 2,000 shares. And got full size at like 11 a.m. And then after that, we consolidated. Anytime a stock is going like this and pretty much moving sideways in the middle of the day, you can see the time on the bottom. That's strength, because usually towards the middle of the day, stocks will drop most of the time. But when you have this steady volume down here, even if the lines look small, it's because every one of these is 1 minute. Steady volume, price gone sideways throughout the middle of the day, and then boom, pop right up right at about 12:30, and then a little bit down and back up, back up, back up. So you see this gray line up here. This is a line this is where the stock closed the previous day. So I was pretty confident, just from doing this for a while, whenever we reach that, we were going to get rejected and go back down. And if we were going to go back down, usually you're going to go back down to right here. So this line on right here, so this, whatever the stock had a hard time getting through before going on the way up, it's going to have a hard time getting through going on the way down. So support comes resistance, and resistance becomes support. So with this here, I guess, let's see, this line, my price level, right? I was like, okay, we can get to $34.23, and we got to $33.88. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but if you add that up, it's almost like another 50 cents. So if you do 50 cents times the 2,000 shares, we got there 2,000, right? I think so. So it's a couple $1,000. So I was trying to get it all the way, and usually I don't do that. I got a little greedy today, but at one point I could see it was up like $6,000 something. And I was like, oh, I think I can get to 8 or whatever. But it didn't work out that way. So when the stock started dropping, I said, you know what? Like, I went from 6, now I'm at 5. I'm going to sell right now and get out. Also, too, because at 2 p.m. today, the Fed was speaking, And anytime the Fed speaks, you have moves in the market that you don't know if it's going to go up or go down, right? So look at here, 2 o'clock. You see the time on the bottom in the gray that's moving around. Bang, drop, drop, pop, drop, and then sideways. Just like now it's moving with the regular market because people aren't anticipating anything, they're not guessing. The cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin started bouncing again, so things are all good. So yeah, this is just a trade I guess you can take. If you got a huge gap down, we call it gap down. Let's say the stock closes at 35 and the next day it opens up at 30. That's a gap down. Stock gaps down, depending on what's going on. Maybe you want to continue to try to ride it on the way down and profit when the stock's going down, which is called a short, or you want to take into consideration why it gapped down. Did it gap down too much? Where's the level of support? Where's the next level of resistance? And you can see here we had a lot of ways to go. I mean, let's call it 29 to 34. That's $5. $5 may not seem like a lot if you don't trade, but if you have even 1,000 shares, right, you got $5,000 profit there in one day. So just knowing these levels and where you can possibly go to, and then watching the crypto market, because you got to watch a couple different things. The stock that you're in matters, yeah, but what does it move with? So here's the I'll show the S&P 500 for this day real quick too. You see how it dropped and then start bouncing. So that's what we did today. Bounce, and then here comes 2 o'clock, we got choppy, and then boom, went sideways, same thing. So pretty easy when you open up red big down like that day. People, big hedge funds and traders, they want to take advantage of that because things are at a discount. So they'll start buying it up. Usually the only ones, stocks that'll gap down and go lower, that maybe they missed on earnings, there's some bad news, there's fraud, all different kinds of things, but this wasn't one of those cases. So just from watching this stuff for a while, you get to know, and you can make quick money, profit off of it. I could have even set this order to buy and sell and walked away from the computer, did whatever I needed to do, and it still would have worked. I wouldn't have tried to get all the way to that line where I didn't get to, obviously. But yeah, so that's just a quick recap of GBTC. Stocks do move with the cryptocurrency market because you do have companies that's all they do is cryptocurrency. So if crypto is not doing well and the price of crypto is going down, the price of that company's stock is going to go down, and vice versa. So yeah, any questions, just put them in the comments below, and if not, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching.